But right now, let's get to the rest of the Week 11 headlines. Dalvin Cook and Kirk Cousins have been the perfect 1-2 combo for the Vikings as they've won 5 of their last 6, climbing to within 1 game of the NFC North leading pack. Outside looking in at the NFC playoff picture, the Niners remain the top seed. The Packers moved up and had the other first-round bye, while the Saints and the Cowboys lead their respective divisions. The Seahawks and the Vikings hold the wild card. Over in the AFC playoff picture, the Patriots and the Ravens are the top 2 seeds, with the Texans and the Chiefs atop their respective divisions. The Bills hold 1 wild card, while the Raiders moved into the other wild card by virtue of the Steelers' loss on Thursday. Meanwhile, here inside of Studio 43, uniforms all together now, right, Bill and Nate? Hey, look, I'm joined at the desk by guys who can talk plenty of football. That will be Phil Simms, Coach Bill Cowher, Nate Burleson, and Boomer Esiason. Kirk Cousins has led the Vikings to 5 wins in their last 6 games, but he's not doing it all alone. He's just one half of the reason why their offense is clicking. And in this edition of Golden Moments, brought to you by McDonald's. Well, the Vikings and that dynamic duo will host the Broncos at the top of the hour here on CBS. Kirk Cousins sure has been on a roll lately, Nate.
That's right, JB. Check out these numbers. The last 6 games, 5-1, 15 touchdowns to 1 interception. And this is around the same time Zach Brown, then Eagles for the linebacker, said he's the weakest link of his offense. I feel like Kirk Cousins went from Mr. Dad joke to I ain't no joke. He's been balling out. And Dalvin Cook, check this out. Through 10 games, he has more all-scrimmage yards than Adrian Peterson did in his MVP season. So if you don't mention him as one of the best in the game, you're out of your mind. Brandon Allen won his first start against Cleveland in Week 9. He's going to have a tough day today, but he better hit Cortland Sutton if you want to make things go.
Wow, nice behind your back.
The business right now, he has the numbers to prove it. Dalvin Cook leads the league in scrimmage yards. He's second in rushing, third in touchdowns. He has that rare combination of speed, quickness, and power at the running back position. And how about Kirk Cousins, who's off to his best start since Week 5? He leads the league in passing yards and touchdowns. In fact, in his last 6 games, he's thrown 15 touchdowns and just 1 interception.
Rich, he's going to be without his Pro Bowl wide receiver Adam Thielen again today and lean heavily on Stephon Diggs.
And he is a vertical threat who can take the top off of the defense. Stephon Diggs leads the league in catches of 25 yards or more with 11.
Rich, what do you think of Broncos?
Career highs in all those categories.
Well, if you like edge rushers, you're going to love today because we got 2 of the best in the NFL on display.
You're right, 2 really good ones. Danielle Hunter leads the Vikings with 8.5 sacks, and Von Miller has been quiet so far this season, just 4 sacks, but don't count out one of the elite pass rushers in the game in Von Miller.
The Vikings are number 6 in the NFC, unbeaten at home and coming off 2 high-profile road games. The Broncos are coming off a win and a bye. Back to New York in the NFL today after this.
So no argument. Well, good. He's a great rookie. Christian McCaffrey, number 2. Total touchdowns, leads the league, 14. He does everything, running, catching. Who thought he was going to do all this stuff? He's done it. But number 1, you said it, JB. Dalvin Cook, 900, almost 1,000 yards rushing. Great screen catcher, no doubt about it. He breaks a lot of tackles. He steals yards. So I missed some guys there that I did not get to go to. And Derrick Henry, Leonard Fournette, Nick Chubb,
Stop talking about him. You gave us your 5.
Yeah, don't try to add in the guys you didn't put in.
You know, I don't have a problem with your number 1 or your number 2 because both of those guys are dual threats. They catch the ball out of the backfield, and you can see that Dalvin Cook is really back from his knee injury. And Christian McCaffrey, he's a 100-yard guy every single time he steps foot on the field. But what about Leonard Fournette?
To Minneapolis for the sights and sounds of the game between the Broncos and the Vikings. Let's join our announcers, Kevin Harlan, Rich Gannon, and Jay Feely.
Indoors is in downtown Minneapolis as the Denver Broncos play the Minnesota Vikings. One of the top rushers in the National Football League, the dynamic Dalvin Cook. And every move he makes will be watched by the highly decorated Von Miller. All a part of our story here in the Upper Midwest from the Twin Cities. And we say good afternoon. Kevin Harlan with the NFL MVP Rich Gannon on our sideline. Jay Feely will check in with him in just a second. This Viking team, a red-hot offense right now. The quarterback playing great, and their running back is out of this world.
They've got one of the best running backs in the business, and he certainly has the numbers to prove it. You look what Dalvin Cook has done so far this season. He leads the league in scrimmage yards, second in rushing. He is a downhill one-cut runner that can be very physical at the point of attack. I love what he does, and of course, the guy that I think maybe has benefited the most from Dalvin Cook's production is the quarterback, Kirk Cousins. He's really having a solid season. He's actually played some of his best football since week 5. He leads the league in passing yards and touchdowns. In fact, during that stretch, he's completed over 70% of his passes and thrown 15 touchdowns and just 1 interception.
Well, Jay Feely, if you can hear me in this loud building, they had a huge win last week. This Viking team did, and now they are going into a bye after this one.
I can hear you, Kevin. It's tough. You know, the Vikings started 2-2. They've been fighting for playoff relevance, but they go 5-1 in their last 6 games. They go down, get the huge win at Dallas. You'd think Mike Zimmer would be happy. No, sir. He said he was grouchy all week, that he was on the warpath. Worried that his team might lose focus this week with the bye week coming up, facing a Denver team that only has 3 wins. So what did he do? Monday morning, showed his team footage of Sutton on offense and Lindsey, Miller and Wolf on defense, and said in his own words he ripped his defense for their pass coverage against Dallas. But Rich, you and I both saw a very focused and energetic practice on Friday.
Jay, you're right. As you know, the best teams in our business have the ability to handle success and avoid complacency.
Well, today they take on a Denver defense ranked number 4 in the league.
They've been a top 5 defense most of the season. This is a really well-coached unit. They're 4th in total defense and pass defense, 2nd in the red zone. This is a group that keeps the mistakes and big plays to a minimum. They really make you earn it.
Well, the injured quarterback Joe Flacco has been replaced by Brandon Allen. 1 game played in the league, and now he plays on the road today for the first time.
Yeah, he was impressive in his first start. He made quick decisions. He got the ball up and down. And, you know, the other thing is with Brandon Allen, when things break down around him, he can extend plays with his legs, and that's going to be really important today against this Minnesota pass rush.
This now takes us to the Home Depot to Project Smarter.
Well, the key for Denver is their run game, and it starts with the Pro Bowler Philip Lindsay, who has the power to run inside the tackles and the speed to bounce runs outside. And keep an eye on tight end Kyle Rudolph, who has taken advantage of the extra opportunities and targets with the injury to Adam Thielen. He's been really effective down in the red zone. And now for the keys to the game, Minnesota needs to start fast, build a lead, and force Denver to have to throw the football. That's really not what they want to do. And Denver needs to win the rushing differential and be smart with the football, especially in this environment on the road.
The Vikings are number 6 in the NFC. They are just in back of the idle Green Bay Packers. The Broncos have won 3 of their last 5, and they are well rested. The Broncos, the Vikings, next on CBS. Minneapolis, Minnesota, CBS Sports presents the National Football League. Today, the Denver Broncos and the Minnesota Vikings.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.